Hey there, welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled to share this fascinating topic with you today. So imagine visiting the world's blue zones. Those places like Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, or Loma Linda in California, where people are just routinely living these vibrant, healthy, active lives well past 100 years old. Researchers spent literally years looking for their secret. And guess what? It wasn't just genetics, it wasn't just working out. They actually found a shared daily habit, starting their morning with a warm cup containing a very mysterious kitchen spice. And the craziest part? You almost certainly have it sitting right there in your kitchen cabinet right now, and it costs maybe $2 at any supermarket. Okay, let's dive into this. What $2 kitchen spice contains 30 times more antioxidants than blueberries? I mean, seriously, take a guess. Is it cinnamon? Maybe oregano? It's kind of hard to believe a totally common pantry item could pack that kind of punch, right? Let's reveal the answer. The answer is cloves. Yep, those tiny, dark brown, dried buds sitting quietly way in the back of your spice rack. They actually look a bit like little rusty nails, which is exactly where their name comes from, the Latin word clavis, literally meaning nail. Now, these evergreen buds from Indonesia were once considered so medically and historically valuable that people actually traded them for more than their weight in gold. But, what makes them so incredibly powerful? Well, it all comes down to the science. The secret weapon hidden inside cloves is this highly potent plant compound called eugenol. Now, eugenol is actually a natural anesthetic. American dentists have literally used clove oil for over a century just to numb tooth pain. But when you actually consume it, it delivers this massive dose of highly concentrated antioxidants straight into your bloodstream. And this perfectly illustrates how cloves stop chronic inflammation, which scientists often call the silent killer, because it secretly drives arthritis, heart disease, and aging long before you even feel a thing. Now, I really want this number to sink in for a second. 30. Gram for gram, the eugenol in cloves beats the antioxidant power of blueberries 30 times over. 30. It dramatically surpasses green tea. It even beats turmeric. It is, quite simply, one of the most concentrated natural antioxidants we've ever measured in any household spice. Absolutely wild. So how do we actually unlock all this power? Let's move to part 1, the morning routine, chewing for energy and digestion. Let's walk through this timeline chronologically, because honestly, the changes you see over just one single week are incredible. On day 1, you're going to notice a slight mouth numbness. That is just the eugenol actively killing off harmful bacteria and dropping your baseline inflammation. Then, by days 2 and 3, your digestion really wakes up. Your stomach acid gets a gentle boost, the protective mucus lining of your stomach thickens up, and that uncomfortable bloating just fades away. Moving on to day 4, your cell's insulin response actually improves, which stops that dreaded 3 p.m. sugar crash and gives you nice, steady afternoon energy. And by day 7, you are looking at fresher breath, clearer skin, and faded joint pain. Basically, eugenol works a lot like ibuprofen to suppress inflammatory enzymes, but completely without the risk of stomach or kidney damage. It's a real game changer. If you're ready to actually try this out, we've got 2 methods for you. First up is the honey method. Look, if you can't tolerate the strong taste of the raw spice, no worries. Just place 1 clove in a tablespoon of raw honey and let it slowly dissolve in your mouth. The natural enzymes in the honey will gently unlock the clove's oils. Then, the second option is the breakfast method. For this one, you just chew 1 whole clove slowly for about 2 to 3 minutes right after eating breakfast. Doing this gives a massive, immediate boost to your digestive acid exactly when your stomach is working hard to break down food. But wait, before you start, please take note of this absolute rule of thumb. You literally only want to buy whole cloves. Grown clove powder, it loses almost all of its medicinal power in just a few short months. Seriously, go check your spice cabinet right after this explainer. If your cloves look gray, kind of dry, and barely smell when you squeeze them, toss them out. You want whole, dark brown, slightly oily buds. Those are the ones that keep their power for years. All right, shifting gears a bit, let's look at part 2, the nighttime repair window, maximizing overnight healing. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you woke up feeling deeply, completely rested? Not just functional, but truly restored. Now, what's really interesting here is the specific time frame. Between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., your body basically shifts away from digesting and defending, and it turns into the ultimate repair shop. Your liver works overtime to filter out toxins, your gut lining quietly rebuilds itself, and your systemic inflammation naturally drops. So what you put into your body right before this window opens heavily dictates how well that repair shop is going to function.
Let's see how this healing window builds when we introduce some nighttime clove water. These compounds land directly right into this prime healing window. First off, eugenol actually interacts with your GABA pathways, that's the calming side of your nervous system, which promotes much deeper sleep and really helps reduce anxiety. And while you're resting, it's actively suppressing key inflammatory enzymes. It also provides this incredible antimicrobial support in the gut, suppressing bad bacteria like E. coli. Oh, and it stimulates digestive enzymes like amylase and lipase, which means you wake up with a flatter, happier stomach. It even acts as a mild vasodilator to improve your circulation while you're dreaming. Talk about multitasking.
I do want to highlight overnight liver health specifically because, get this, 1 in 3 American adults over the age of 60 currently have fatty liver disease. And the scary part, most don't even know it. Your liver does its absolute heaviest, most critical detox work right between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. So delivering a nice dose of eugenol right before bed dramatically supports the liver in reducing oxidative damage and actually regenerating its cells during this super vital phase. Making this nighttime routine a reality is honestly incredibly simple. Here's the exact recipe for clove water. Step 1. Boil 2 cups of water and toss in 4 to 5 whole cloves. Step 2. Lower the heat and completely cover the pot. Step 3. Just let it gently simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes. And finally, Step 4. Strain out the cloves, let the water cool down until it's pleasantly warm, and drink 1 glass about 30 minutes before you head to bed. Easy, right? Now, I want to draw your attention back to Step 2 for a second. Check out this quote from our sources. Cover the pot. This part matters because the most active compounds release as vapor, and if the pot is open, they escape into the air. So the crucial point is, if you boil cloves without a lid, you are essentially letting all those amazing medicinal flavonoids and eugenol float right out of the water and into your kitchen air. So please, keep that pot covered. Now, because cloves are so remarkably potent, safety absolutely has to come first. This brings us to part 3, crucial safety warnings, when to avoid cloves completely. We're bringing you these contraindications exactly as the source material presents them, just for your safety. We aren't offering medical advice here, just giving you clear information. So, if you take blood thinners like warfarin, Eliquis, or even a daily aspirin, or if you have bleeding disorders, ulcers, or IBS, you really must talk to a doctor first. If you're on diabetes medication or insulin, make sure to monitor yourself closely because cloves can actually drop your blood sugar way too low. If you have any surgery scheduled within the next 2 weeks, you need to avoid cloves completely. And finally, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, just skip this routine entirely. And we have one final absolute safety warning. Never ever swallow pure clove essential oil. I know it's super easy to think, hey, if the whole clove is good, the pure oil must be even better. Actually, scratch that. That is completely false. The pure oil is highly concentrated and it can be toxic to ingest. Stick exclusively to whole cloves and limit yourself to a strict maximum of just 2 cups of clove water per day. In this case, more is definitely not better. More is just going to severely irritate your system. So we've covered the fascinating history, the incredible science behind eugenol, the morning chew, and the nighttime repair brew. I want to leave you with this question to really think about tonight. What would you most want to improve first? Is it your sleep, your digestion, or your daily energy? Think about how this hidden $2 kitchen secret could completely change how you feel in your own body. Start small, watch how your body responds, and see the science for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer.